In this video, I will show you the best 10 indie games released in 2024. To find out if your favorite is in this list, stay until the end. Hey everyone, my name is Steven from SteveGamesStudios, the video game company who cares all about community, and I'm proving just that to you by just making this video where I give a space for other indie devs that are part of this amazing indie gaming community. I'm also developing my own game This, which will be an endless runner where the character dynamically changes. So if you're interested in that and if you want to have a voice in this development, then make sure to subscribe right now, because I will implement your ideas and you will be a part of the game, just like Weirless did on TikTok, for example. He gave a name idea, other found it good, and now he's part of the credits and he is the name giver of the game. So if you like this concept of community driven development, then make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. And now, without further talking, let's get straight into the topic and I will show you the 10 best indie games released so far in 2024.
Number 10.
Released in 2024, Pacific Drive by Ironwood Studios offers a fresh twist on survival games. Set in a dangerous, ever-changing world, your car isn't just a way to get around, it's your only lifeline. You are thrown into an apocalyptic zone filled with strange occurrences and supernatural threats, and you must rely on your car to survive. But survival isn't easy. You need to constantly upgrade and repair your vehicle, scavenging for parts while dodging deadly hazards. The game blends driving mechanics with deep survival elements, creating a unique challenge where your car is both your greatest asset and your biggest worry. If you love the tension of survival games with a unique twist, this one will have you gripping the wheel as the world crumbles around you.
Number 9.
Tactical Breach Wizards is a game that completely flips your expectations. Developed by Suspicious Developments, the studio behind hits like Gunpoint and Heat Signature, this game mixes fantasy with modern-day strategy, creating a bizarre but highly addictive combination. Released in early access in 2024, the game has already garnered a lot of attention for its clever mechanic and quirky charm. What makes this game truly unique is how it balances absurdity with deep tactical gameplay. You're not just casting spells, you're thinking multiple moves ahead, setting up combos, and using the environment to your advantage. The development of Tactical Beach Wizards has been a journey for Tom Francis and his team, who wanted to create a game that was both fun and engaging. Let's talk about the graphics. Minimalistic, but it works perfect for the gameplay. This isn't your typical strategy game, but that's what makes it so special. It's clear that this game is something different.
Number 8.
Released in September 2024, Balatro is not your average deck building game. It combines roguelite mechanics with an ever-changing strategy that keeps players on their toes. Unlike traditional deck builders, where you stick to a single strategy, Balatro constantly forces you to adapt. Each run offers a different challenge with new cards and mechanics that change the way you approach the game. The developers have put a lot of effort into making every decision feel impactful. It's a game where one wrong move could spell disaster, but when you pull out the perfect combo, it's incredibly satisfying. The art style is vibrant and fun, drawing you into a world where strategy is everything. Even one of my community members recommended this game. If you're a fan of games like Slay the Spire, but are looking for something with a fresh twist, Balatro is one you can't miss. It's a challenge for even the most competitive deck builders, and the constant evolution of your strategy keeps it engaging through every run.
Number 7.
Judero isn't your typical RPG. Released earlier in 2024, Judero stands out as a deeply emotional, narrative-driven game that explores themes of loss, identity, and redemption. This isn't just a game you play, it's a story you live. The art style is minimalistic, and some might even say haunting, but it's the perfect match for the game's dark and emotional narrative. The game doesn't shy away from exploring difficult emotions, and that's what makes it so powerful. As you play, you become more invested in the protagonist's journey, not just because of the mechanics, but because of the emotional weight each decision carries. And while the gameplay itself is simple, the story is anything but. You will be questioning the choices you make and the consequences they have long after you've put down the controller. Judero is a reminder that indie games can tackle deep, complex stories in a way that few AAA titles can. If you're someone who loves games that offer a rich, emotional narrative experience, this one you don't want to miss.
Number 6.
Shogun Showdown is a beautiful mix of tactical burn-based combat and samurai aesthetics. Released earlier in 2024, this game has quickly gained a reputation for being both challenging and incredibly satisfying to play. What makes Shogun Showdown unique is a deep respect for samurai culture. Every move and every decision you make feels like a careful, calculated choice, just like in a real duel. The art style is clean and striking, with animation that make each battle feel like a work of art. It's not just about attacking your opponent, it's about reading reading their moves, positioning yourself perfectly, and striking at the right moment. As the game progresses, it introduces new mechanics that add even more depth to the combat system. There's always something new to learn, making it a game that keeps you coming back for more. If you're into strategy games, Shogun Showdown is a must-play for 2024, offering a fresh and stylish take on the genre.
Number 5.
Delusion from Northly Hellplace is one of the most atmospheric RPGs to hit the indie scene in 2024. Released earlier this year, the game immediately stands out for its surreal and eerie world. This isn't your typical open world RPG. It's a game that feels like you're walking through a dream, or perhaps a nightmare. The retro-style graphics mixed with modern gameplay mechanics give it a unique flavor that's hard to describe but easy to love. And it's clear that this game was made with passion and care. One of the standout features is the world itself. It's packed with lore and strange environments that make exploration feel both exciting and unsettling. The deeper you go, the more you realize how vast and interconnected everything is. Combat and progression are smooth, but it's the world building that truly shines. Who love to get lost in strange, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying worlds. If you're looking for an RPG that offers a different kind of open world experience, Delusion is your game for 2024.
Number 4.
Released on May 16, 2024, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes by Simogo is a game set in a dark black and white world like an old detective movie, but with strange and colorful moments that make it even more confusing and interesting. You play as a woman trying to solve a big hidden mystery, but the game doesn't tell you much. You have to figure out the puzzles and uncover secrets on your own. It's not easy, and that's why players love it. Every time you think you understand something, the game throws a new surprise at you. This is the kind of game that makes you feel like a detective who needs to think deeply to solve each problem. The puzzles are hard, but that makes solving them even more satisfying. If you like games that make you think hard and keep you on your toes, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is one of the best puzzle games of 2024.
Number 3.
Animal Well was released May 2024, and it's already made a name for itself as one of the most interesting platformer games this year. Created by Shared Memory, this game might look simple at first with its pixel art, but as you explore, you will discover that it's packed with secrets. It's the kind of game where you feel like an adventurer, uncovering things that were right in front of you but hard to see. This game's music and sound make it even better, adding to the feeling that you're in a mysterious place. Animal Well isn't a fast game. It's about taking your time, finding hidden paths, and figuring out how everything connects. This is the first game from Shared Memory, but it feels like something from a much more experienced studio. If you love discovering hidden things in video games and taking your time to explore, Animal Well is going to keep you busy for a long time.
Number 2.
Tiny Glade, released in September 2024, is a calm and creative game that's perfect for anyone who needs a break from intense action. Developed by Pound's Light, this game lets you design peaceful, beautiful landscapes without any enemies, times, or pressures. You can build castles, forests, or anything your imagination creates. The art style is simple but stunning, and the controls make it easy to start building right away. The developers wanted to give players a game where they could take time and relax, and they have done just that. There's no goal or rush. You can just sit back and enjoy creating your world. Whether you want to unwind after a long day or simply enjoying a relaxing game, Tiny Glade is the perfect choice for you. It's a great way to let your creativity flow without thinking about challenges or missions. This game is like a peaceful escape, and it's a must play for anyone who enjoys relaxing games.
Number 1.
UFO 50, released on September 18, 2024, is the ultimate collection for the fans of old school video games. This game gives you 50 different retro style games in one package. Each game feels like a love letter to classic titles, but with modern twists that keep them fresh and exciting. Whether you're into platformers, puzzles, shooters, or even sport games, UFO 50 has something for everyone. And these aren't just short, simple mini games. Each one feels like a full experience. The developers wanted to capture the feeling of classic video games while adding new ideas, and they have done it perfectly. You can jump from one game to the next, experiencing different styles and gameplays. If you grew up playing old school games or just love the retro look, UFO 50 is going to be a fun trip down memory lane with enough variety to keep you playing for hours. So this was it, guys. I hope you liked the ranking. Let me know in the comments if your favorite game was in this list here, and I hope I made it clear that for me, community is everything. So that's why you should definitely subscribe here to SteveGamesStudios so we can all make a great game together. And maybe one day somebody will tap this in a list like this. Until then, just keep supporting as you do already. And I wish you a great day. And remember, together we game.